full day here. So we got mindfulness this morning. Then I have appointment at 9 o'clock, and that might be all that I have for the rest of the day, for the rest of the trip, actually. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some laundry done, and some laundry done. Try to go down and get some quick recording, because I think today is really going to be a slow day. But overall, this has been refreshing. Relaxing. All of those words that describe being well rested and everything like that. I do not have too many complaints. The complaints that I have are minor, like very, very minor. But yeah, overall, great trip. Glad I came. I think I'm going to plan on coming back here. And again, looking to see what else is out there, because this has been awesome. Very, very awesome. I don't regret it at all. Got an hour to kill, so I'm gonna go down here and try to get this video in. See what's up with laundry. Proceed with the day. That's really all I have right now. I don't have anything too extensive to chat about right now. Only because it's, as you see, it's still dark outside. That's the first. Usually, daylight is shining through the window, but it's been raining. So it probably rained last 3 nights. Yeah, I think it rained last 3 nights. So it is what it is. It's not really affecting me to that degree. I'd rather the rain than the snow and the cold. So I am definitely not complaining at all. I mean, like, seriously, I am not complaining at all. But yeah, we'll wrap with that. And I'll check in with y'all later. Peace. What's up, people? Doing a quick morning check-in. Oh my God, that hurts. Oh my God. All right, I was gonna squat down and record real quick, but that hurts my damn knees to no goddamn end. But anyway, I just got finished, but it's seemingly my last appointment with general medicine. My labs are good, all that, just got to work on the cholesterol and, the prediabetes. That's about it. The chiropractor saw me, asked me how my hand was. I told him it's still hurting because, he told me to take the tape off and he'll try to get at me a little later, I guess. See how that goes. But other than that, the rain has stopped. It looks like the sky is clearing up. So I don't know what else as a group we have going on today. I'm about to go downstairs and see what's going on, and that's about it. Other than that, it's not too much going on. So again, we'll see how the rest of the day goes out. This is officially our last day. Tomorrow we rolling out. So we'll just see how that goes, and I will check in with y'all later. Peace. All right, all right, all right. I was gonna wait till I got home, but I'm gonna do it now since I have time. I am going to do what I'm going to call this, a gear reliability assessment. That's what I'm gonna call this right now. So the first item I'm going to talk about is my Canon. Excuse the noise. I don't know what they're doing out there. I just don't know. So the first piece I'm going to talk about is my Canon R50V. As you can see right here, this has been my vlogging setup since I've been here. It hasn't failed me. The only thing is I let the battery run down, and that's minor in the grand scheme of things. So I had no issues with this. I kept this inside for vlogging, nothing else. I was going to take it outdoors and vlog, but at the end of the day, a bit of group, I didn't feel like carrying a big camera. I already was carrying my my camera bag, had stuff in that, and that was full. So I didn't want to carry anything else. I did not use the Rode Video Mic Go too much. I think I maybe used it one time, and that's all I needed that for. So the first item that I want to talk about is my Canon R50V. That was my indoor camera setup. I only used that inside. I was going to take it out, but I felt it was too bulky, and I was with a group, and I just didn't want to keep track of it and all of that stuff or anything like that. Not that it was a big issue, but I just wanted to keep it indoors. So right next to that, I have the Rode Video Mic Go. I think I may have used that maybe one time. Reason being is because when I hooked my DJI Mic 2 up, I remembered that the receiver turns off when I turn the camera off. So that was very, very, very helpful for that. I just had to worry about turning the camera on and off, and that turned on and off with that. As you can see, I have the DJI Mic 2 transmitter on me, which is what I was using while I was indoors. So that was that. So while I'm at that, I have my 17 Pro Max and my 16 Pro Max. I didn't use the 16 Pro Max. Did I use this? I don't remember how much I used my 16 Pro Max while I was here. Let me see. Did I use it? I maybe used this maybe 1 or 2 times for recording. Other than that, I played games on it. That's about it. But the 17 Pro Max definitely got some use out of it. And that was helpful. Let's see. Next I will talk about is my AirPod Pros, the latest edition, and my Beats Fit Pro. Now, I brought these along mainly for the sound, but secondarily for the auto translate. That was somewhat of an epic fail. It did not translate at the rate that I needed it to. So yeah, I mean, every opportunity that I had, I pulled these out, stuck them in, turned on live translate, and I guess it works best in situations where someone is speaking Spanish slow. But if they're speaking fast at their normal pace, these have been unreliable to me. I don't know what your experience is with them. This looks kind of washed out. let's see if we can remedy that a little bit. I don't know if we can remedy that a little bit. It looks like, let's see if that's working out for us. Now that looks a little too dark. Let's see about turning on some background light. Let's see if that helps us out a little bit. Who knows? I'm not gonna fool with it. But anyway, I never tried to see if these do live translate, but anyway, epic fail on that. Good for listening to music or whatever the case may be. As I said, with the live translation, it was like picking up every couple of words, and whatever it did pick up, it was not a coherent sentence. So that was definitely an epic fail. The next thing I want to talk about is the Mic Mini. I did not use this a lot, but when I did use it, it did work very well. I mainly used that when I was making make the damn video challenge videos. So that, no problem with that. I didn't even use this enough to even have to charge it. So that's that. So the next item I want to talk about is my Anker battery bank. I have no complaints at all with this. This did its damn job. When I tell you it did its job, it did its damn job. Kept me powered up. I don't even think, if this whole week, while I was out using it, if I went under 40%, that was maybe one time, if I went that low. I don't even recall if I did go that low. And I was, even letting other people charge up, because I think I was probably the only one that carried the battery bank with me. So that did its job. No, definitely no complaints. Shout out to Anker on that one. The next item I want to talk about is my M1 iPad Pro 11-inch. Clutch performance, even for its age, even though it's not technically that old. I was able to do my watch YouTube, edit videos on DaVinci, Premiere Pro, and even on LumaFusion. I'm still not even sure which one I prefer out of the three, but all three work perfectly with me out here. I kept this in the room most of the time. I only took it out downstairs in the gathering area to edit videos or whatever the case may be, a couple of times, maybe 3 times. But this definitely did not fail me at all. So no problems with that. The next thing I want to talk about is my Action 5 Pro. Action 5 Pro, I did not use it that much. I took it out when we went on the catamaran, and that is pretty much the only day that I took this out. I may take it downstairs today for the closing ceremony. So that's what I may do that with this, since it's kind of small and not too intrusive. All right, the next item I want to talk about that I am mildly satisfied with, but before I even get to that, I want to talk about this SSK 2 terabyte hard drive. It came in very handy. It did not fail me. I will say I failed it by bringing this along with me and having stuff on it. I do have another SSD drive for backup. I'm glad I brought it, but I only filled this up this morning, transferring stuff from my Osmo Nano onto here, because I thought I would have needed to do that, which I really did not need to do. But when I get home, I'll just take all the footage off of here and put it on my hard drives at home. So technically this did not fail me, so we're good with that. I'll go ahead and throw this in my bag because that's where that's gonna rest for the trip back home. So yeah, I still have plenty of space on here that I can utilize. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Insta360 X5. Now, I will say, technically it did not fail me. I have no real complaints with it. It did what it needed to do without fail. I will say that much. The only issues that I had with this, I have lens covers on here, clear lens covers for protection. These fogged up after I was snorkeling, because I have the underwater case that I put this in. The inconvenience was I had to take it out of the cage and take the lens covers off for it to fit into the underwater thing. So the underwater thing did not fail me at all. I'm not gonna pull it out the bag. Just know that it didn't fail me. So the cage was an issue, the lens covers were an issue, and the other issue that I had was this USB charging cover. This was a mistake, not a fail. I say it was a mistake because this does not provide water protection when you're sticking this underwater, and I almost messed up because I stuck this in the pool because I wanted to get some underwater footage with the pool just to see how it looked. And then I remembered, oh, you got that USB cover on there. So I had to take this off. Not take this off, take this out of the water so that I did not kill my Insta360 X5. The only other downside to that was this has to come off when you stick it in the underwater case because it did not fit. So those are the two issues that I have with this. So the thing with that is, yes, it's good for certain situations. However, I will say if you are traveling, bring the original USB cover to it. In addition to this, or just keep the USB cover. Matter of fact, I'll just say don't even use this at all, unless you are sure that you are not going to be in any wet environments. Because if you have a spare battery, there's really no need for this. Just period, no need for it. That's my for real. The only other issue that I had, and I don't know if I saw, but I hope that there is a remedy for the quick record button, because when this is in my bag, so the reason why I got this cage was because I was under the assumption that my power button was being hit and it would record in my bag, but not paying attention, it was actually the quick record button that was being hit, and my Insta360 X5 was recording in my bag. So I pulled this out one day, tried to turn it on, and it was dead. Changed the batteries, turned it on, and I saw that it recorded for 2 hours and some change in my bag. So that was that. So yeah. So with that's that with the Insta360 X5. So when I get home, I am taking off this USB cover and putting on the factory one and leaving it at that, because again, if you have the extra battery with you, there's really no need for that. Not unless you are driving at long distance and you have this mounted to your car, your motorcycle, or whatever the case may be. and you got this plugged into constant power, and you're not going to be any bad weather. So that's with that. Now, my homie, the Nano has been my go-to for this entire trip. And I see that it's charged now. However, ever since snorkeling, this has been acting funny. So the day of snorkeling, it was good. You know, connected back, charged, whatever the case may be. But then the day, and that was Saturday. So it was either later Saturday, I think later Saturday, it was having connection issues where the bottom part would not connect with the top part for charging or transferring files. Sunday, earlier in the day, it worked fine, but as the day progressed, it got worse. Like, I would put it on here and it wouldn't find it. It wouldn't transfer files. It wouldn't charge. It wouldn't do anything. I wiped the terminals off, cleaned them off, threw it back on there, flipped it around both ways, and it just wouldn't do anything. Then out of blue, it started working normal again. And then it worked fine for a little while. And then later on, it would do the same thing, not charge, not transfer, and I had to just wiggle around with it. And then just earlier today, when I was downstairs, it was doing the same thing. Like, I would put this on here and it wouldn't do anything. Like, the charging got all the way down to like 1 and then 0, and it like kind of died on me. So that's the issue with that. If that persists, I'm going to see if I have warranty or even look into getting another one, because, you know, that is not a good look when I'm ready to rock and record and it's either not charged, not charging, or not moving the files off of the camera, because I have the 64 gig one and that fills up kind of fast if I'm not able to transfer the files to the SD card. So that is my gear rundown, review, assessment, whatever you want to call it, for this trip. This is the first trip that I've really taken the time to really vlog and record and post videos for YouTube and TikTok and whatever. So that's all I have for you right now. I'll probably do a deeper dive when I get back home on how everything came out as far as the footage from each device, and all of that. So we're having a closing out ceremony shortly, so I'm about to go back upstairs, chill out, do that, and yeah, I'll check in with y'all on another day. Peace.